Hey guys, it's your boy Cobra. Welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, I'd like to go over Guild Supremacy. Guild Supremacy is one of the multiple events that you can do as a guild to kind of create opportunity for more resources. So it's this guy over here where it says Guild Supremacy. Now this is Glyphshade. He pops up from time to time. I will show you guys some of the formations that we use, that we show our members in order for us to get big numbers. The most important part of Guild Supremacy, or understanding Guild Supremacy, is its reward system. So if you go into the rewards, you'll notice that the top 10, you get the most rewards. You get the best title, you get the most diamonds, you get the most guild medals. And it's not just a little bit as far as guild medals, it's actually a double over 11 through 30, right? But you also, in order to get to the top 10, you're going to end up somewhere around difficulty 18, 19, at least in our server, that's where you'll end up. And if you can get to 20, you've pretty much received all the guild medals that you can receive. So a good goal for any active guild is to get to the top 10, because you're going to accomplish all the different rewards that you're trying to accomplish for this guild mode. Now, how do you get through the difficulties? So there's a few different objectives you're trying to do. Number one, you definitely want to kill Glyphshade as quickly as possible, but he's not the bottleneck long term. The bottleneck long term are these passes to unlock difficulties. Now, how do you accumulate passes? Now, if you look, here's the rules for the different modes that you're going to be participating in. You can earn Supremacy passes for your guild based on your rankings in Supreme Arena, Dream Realm, Arcane Labyrinth, and Honor Duel District rankings. This does not say Arena, so your rank in Arena is not going to affect Guild Supremacy. However, it will allow you to complete the quest. So if Supreme Arena is not up, which it does go dormant from time to time, you can still finish the quest by doing your arena battles. So either Arena or Supreme Arena will fulfill the quest obligation. Now, these 80 points that you get for the quest is not a lot. Where you really get your points is through your contribution in your rankings. So if you look right now, Supreme Arena is dormant, so there's no rankings on your Supreme Arena. However, you notice we're getting extra points on top of that with our Dream Realm rankings. Now, the goal of this video is to obviously show our guild exactly where their efforts should be as they're building out heroes, as they're looking at different game modes. How can they be more productive? How can they get the most bang for your buck? What should we shoot for? That's really what this video is all about. It's not just an effort on my end to show my own guild this, but it should be, as a member of a guild somewhere in the AFK universe, this should be your goal as well. So rankings, we definitely want to increase rankings because the potential on rankings is much, much higher. It's somewhere around 3,600, I believe, for not just Dream Realm, Supreme Arena, Arcane Labyrinth, and Honor Duel. Arcane Labyrinth and Honor Duel is once a week. Supreme Arena and Dream Realm is every day. So you can see how these can stack fairly quickly. Now, you can actually go into, like, say, for example, Dream Realm, and you can see who is qualifying for what passes. Okay, now in the actual rankings, you can see where the numbers come from. You saw a few that had 25, so they're in the top 500. You can have up to 20 people receive 25 points. You can have up to 15 people in your guild receive 40 points. Up to 4 people can receive 100 points. If you're really close to getting to that next breaking point, like say you're in the top 100 right now, but you're rank 51 or rank 55, what little things can you tweak in order to get into the top 50 so you can help your guild get those extra 20 passes per day? That's an important thing to look at. On our server, everyone can get top 500. So everyone can not only help with the 80 points on the quest, but they can also provide an extra 25 points. So getting that max 20 on 25 points should be fairly easy. Getting the max 15 on top 200, a lot of your guild should be participating at this level fairly easy as well. Especially if you have an active guild of people who are really making an effort, this is not a difficult task. All right, so Dream Realm specifically, we'll go through how the game actually computes the numbers. So I ranked 96 yesterday in the district. You always want to look at district, not server, but district. This is where you'll be getting your points from. So if you look at Dream Realm, because I was top 100, I received 25 points for being in the top 500, 40 points for being a top 200, 60 points for being in the top 100. So that's 125, as well as the 80 points because of the quest. That's 205 points. If you look where it says Dream Realm, That's 205 supremacy passes. So that's how it calculates your points that you're contributing in passes. And you can do this for the different game modes. It does that every single day. Now, Arcane Labyrinth, same thing. It does this every single week. So here's a really good example of something that we should be shooting for. So 645 points, honor points is what I have. And then another guildmate of mine has 684. You'll notice that rank 50 is one of our breakpoints. So both of us should be working towards getting into the top 50 because it won't take a lot of effort for us to get there. But what would rank 50 get us? If we finish in the top 50, we'll get 100 points, 100 points, 100 points, and 100 points. So that's 400 points if we finish the week in the top 50. That's a lot of points added throughout the week if multiple people were able to do this. It's, I think, 3,600 points total just for Honor Duel, 3,600 points total for Arcane Labyrinth. So everyone in the guild, even a brand new account, can help with these weekly passes. So how do you view your contribution to the guild? How do I know if I'm actually being effective and I'm actually helping with the event? You should be checking the battle report each and every day to see how well you're performing. Now you can view your individual contribution level by going up where it says rankings and clicking on it. And down here, there's 3 tabs. You have member damage, you have contribution, you have guild supremacy. If you click on guild supremacy, and you can see where your guild is, but even further, you can kind of see the activeness of your guild. If you're a guild leader, you can actually look at other guilds' activeness and see how your guild is doing based on that. For example, in our guild, we are very neck to neck with 3 other guilds. So we could potentially take rank 6, which more than likely is going to happen because we just added 3 more people to our guild, and we've been running at a deficit this entire guild supremacy. But now that we're 30 out of 30, it should be within a few days, we should catch up to rank 6. And within a week, we should be able to maintain rank 6. Contribution, if you look, you can see who is contributing the most passes. And all you do is you look at where you're at on the list and are you performing as well as other members. And you really should take an inventory of your own account. Are you doing the activities that are giving you the results that you want so that you're helping the guild overall? And then also there's member damage. You can look at your damage to Glyphshade itself and see, okay, I'm not doing as much damage as other members in the guild. Why is that? What should I be doing? What formation should I be using? If you notice, a lot of our damage is very consistent. We have a lot of members that are real neck to neck, and that's because they're all using the same formation. And every guild should do that. They should look for formations that are very strong and share that formation with all the different members so that they can use that same formation so you get the best results. So Cobra, my supremacy pass contribution isn't where I want it. What can I do personally to make that better? Well, to answer that, it all boils down to right here. Now, the best part about this is if you are competing to do well at Guild Supremacy, you will also do well with Guild Chess, because the rankings are the same. The effort that you're making it once, but you're actually affecting 2 separate things. You're affecting your Guild Supremacy and you're also affecting your Guild Chess. So Supreme Arena, you want to perform as well as you can in your rank. So you might be a top 100. Well, try to stay there. Be consistent every day and make sure you do your attack so that you stay in that rank. This is daily passes. So if you do this every day, you get the passes every day. If you skip a day, you don't get the passes for that day. Same thing with Dream Realm. This is every single day if you do a hit on the bosses. And I would try to do these Supreme Arena and Dream Realm closer to reset. The best way to make the highest impact is to really time how you play the game. So for me, I like to, about an hour before reset, make sure I do the majority of my Dream Realm hits or attacks, because I'm at the highest power I can possibly be because I've leveled up a little bit from my AFK stages. But also too, Supreme Arena as well. Most people who are competing in the top 50 at least, they're doing their attacks as late in the day as they can because they want to make sure that when that 24-hour period actually calculates, they're in the best position as possible. If you do this correctly, you can put yourself in a position, even though you might not be a top 50 player, you might sneak yourself in there. I've done that a lot at top 20, where I shouldn't be in the top 20 as far as my account progress. However, I have done a few wins right before the reset, and it calculated me in the top 20, which is really good. So typically I would be kicked out of that if I didn't wait as long as I did, because someone else stronger would come in and take that position from me. And you might have to use some diamonds with Supreme Arena to make sure you get that rank score that you're looking for. You might have to use some gold with Dream Realm because it's RNG to get that best hit. Go ahead and do so. Arcane Labyrinth, Honor Duel, those are something you can do throughout the week. But my suggestion would be sooner rather than later. The sooner that you can do these after the weekly reset, the better, because it calculates first come, first serve. So if you are one of the first ones to go through all 20 levels, you will get priority over someone who does it later on in the week as far as the rank scale goes. Someone who does it on Sunday will have a much easier time getting in top 20 in both of these than somebody who does it later on in the week, especially Arcane Labyrinth. Now, the last thing I'll say about Guild Supremacy is the guilds who do the most passes on a daily basis are the ones who rank the best. If you have very high activeness in your guild, like they're logging in every day, but they're not doing Supreme Arena every day, they're not doing their Dream Realm every day, well, it's going to hurt the overall performance of the guild. So you really want to communicate to your guild members and saying, hey, listen, if you're going to log in to do story and new content, prioritize your Guild Supremacy dailies first, because that also prioritizes your guild chests, which is giving all of us more resources, but it's also giving us more passes, which also gives all of us more resources. Content is great, but the overall health of the guild is based on daily activity with these events. Now, one of the things I'd like to talk about is the formations. So for my guild, I'll do shoutouts, updates consistently every day because I want people to be engaged. I want them to see what's going on and be informed. So this is a Guild Supremacy update. Glyphshade is almost dead. The next difficulty is already unlocked. So we're going to be fighting him again. So I do share a formation here. The reason I share this formation is I'm looking for adoption across the entire guild. So when I showed you the different people that are doing different damage, we're consistently utilizing the same formations so that we're able to do more with the same amount of people. So when I showed you the member damage page, it shows how close people are in damage. And it might just be like I've got a Sanja at Supreme. She's not Supreme Plus. But if someone else had a Supreme Plus, well, they're going to do a little bit more damage, right? Or even if some of those characters, like maybe Odie was Paragon, or maybe they have a higher level. Those are all things to consider if some people have more damage than others. Another thing to consider are the actual charms. I have purple charms on everyone, and you should not neglect your charms. You should always try to go after charms that influence the different modes that you're playing. The reason I wanted to show you the formation is because of this. If you see this in your chat, click on it and just save it. If it's a formation that is being suggested, save it. It might not be something that you can use right now, but over time, you start to build out those units, it will be a formation that you can use. Now, just so you know, I was using Sanja against Glyphshade even when she was one copy. It took me time to get her built up to Supreme. Makola, I had her at Mythic Plus forever. It took me time to get her to Supreme Plus. So all you have to do is save the formation. Once you save the formation, you can literally just go into your resonating hall, go to the formations, and it'll show up right here. Now, I've got 6 Glyphshade teams that I can show you. If you want to see these for a longer period of time, just pause the video. But these are some of the formations that I'll give out to my guild members. Now, the twins are very strong. You can use them in Glyphshade. You can use them in AFK stages. You can use them in battle drills. They're very, very strong, even at one copy. So definitely at least get one copy of the twins. And just look for whichever formation will work for your account. Now, right now you're looking at my heroes. Your heroes, if you actually view the formation, will show up. So when I did an announcement in guild chat, everyone saw their heroes in that formation. They didn't see mine. So when you share these with others, that's how it's going to view to them. It's going to be their heroes that they're seeing in that formation, not yours. So you definitely want to introduce formations like these to your guild or to your guild members. But this one's probably the best out of all of them, is this team right here. So if you've got Sinbad built, which I don't, this is the one that I would use. So just to recap what we went over in this video, when you're looking at your guild events and you want to maximize what resources you're going to get out of them, make sure you're looking at your own contribution, because a little bit from you goes a long way over the guild. And if everyone's doing a little bit of fine tuning in their contribution, doing the best that they can, it's going to make the overall resources coming in to each member that much higher. So definitely make sure you're paying attention, look at your contribution, and most of all, have fun. Hopefully you'll learn something with this video. And if you want to join Discord, go ahead and join Discord and hit me up in there. Until next time, peace.